University Pirates. Respect the H.
Hey Pirate fans, good morning and welcome to Respect the H here on Sky 4. It's game day. Hampton Pirates versus SUNY Maritime up in the Bronx, New York. Hey, we have a great show today. We have first Mr. Brendan Williams, the linebacker coach for our football playing Pirates. Our legendary basketball coach, Edward Joyner Jr., will give a update of where the program is as we tip off next week. And we'll have some recaps of the game, homecoming victory versus University of Virginia at Lynchburg. And we'll also have some homecoming highlights that we can really enjoy in case you weren't there. Stay tuned. There's a lot more here on Respect the H, Sky 4.
Hampton University is one of the most beautiful university settings you'll find anywhere. From our world-class research centers to our dedication to the arts and our athletic programs where we build champions, we've launched satellites that will better predict the weather. The Hampton University Proton Therapy Institute Cancer Treatment Center is easing human misery and saving lives. Hampton University faculty, staff, and students are making a difference in the global community through service and science.
Hard work, a love for the game, is mandatory down here. Sacrifice, a desire to be great, lives down here. Excellence, the will to compete, persists down here. This is the Big South, where winners are made.
Welcome back to Respect the H. It's game day here on Sky 4. We're going to talk about last week's game, homecoming victory versus Virginia University at Lynchburg, 51-28. We're going to go right to the tape.
Williams gets the snap, drops back, looks, rolls to his left, and throws on the run. Man wide open in the 15. It's caught at the 10. Byron Barney and down to the 6-yard line.
That's a really nice play right there by Delman Williams going through his reads. He had a couple guys open, but we'll take a good gain right there. Hampton University with the 1st and goal now.
1st and goal at the 7. Williams gets the snap, quick play, throws in the flat. Dana, wide receiver screen. He goes into the end zone. It's a touchdown for Hampton and Alec Dana.
Beautiful screenplay right there. I want to give some credit to the slot receiver for a very nice block right there and an easy touchdown for the Hampton University Pirates, the first one of the day.
And they are not afraid to have, this high snap back to Vasquez. He had to field it on the ground. The punt is blocked, and it's loose at the 10-yard line. It's picked up by the Pirates and run into the end zone. It's the second special teams touchdown this season for the Pirates. Scoring the touchdown is Jalen Poston out of Burtonsville, Maryland.
That was a really good blocked punt right there, but that snap was just so
a hot fly, then the wind caught it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that was ridiculous, and that was very easy for Hampton to take advantage of that. Now they're up 2 scores.
Stevenson, the quarterback, 1 back in the backfield, 3 wide receivers to his right and 1 to his left. He drops back to pass. He's under pressure. He can't see anything, and he gets taken down, almost suplexed back at the 15-yard line. Number 61 for the Pirates, Cameron Walker, coming in there and making the tackle, the freshman from Gloucester.
Yeah, that was actually really aggressive.
2nd down and goal from the 8 officially, leading 13-0. Williams gets the snap, hands off. No, he keeps it. Trying to get around the right side. He'll go into the end zone. It's a touchdown for Hampton, and the Pirates lead 19-0. Williams throws a pass backwards. This is going to be a double pass. Ronald Bell throws downfield for Antonio Graham. It's completed the 25-yard line and whipped down to the 21.
And just now, Hampton gave Lynchburg a little bit of their own medicine right there with the fake wide receiver screen pass. And that's a really big play for Hampton right now, who has Lynchburg on their heels completely.
Snap. Williams gets it, drops back. Throws the fake handoff pass complete in Lynchburg territory to Byron Barney at the 36.
And that's the type of passes that we want to see from him. Nice, sharp, quick, and accurate.
1st and goal for the Pirates. The ball's been moved half the distance to the goal, so it's inside the 1. Williams, the quarterback, squats under center. It's going to be a sneak. Will Robinson pushes him into the end zone, and it's a touchdown for Hampton. Delman Williams, his second rushing touchdown of the day, and Hampton now leads 26-14.
Back up to 2 touchdowns.
Kind of got the Reggie Bush push there from Will Robinson, where they spot the ball at the 19, so a 29-yard field goal, and this is on the hash mark to the right. Lomax's kick is up in the air, and it is good, and Hampton now leads by 9, 30-21. Make it a gain of 5 to the 47. Second down and 5. Handoff, Robinson, first down, he's loose, 40, 35, 30, 25, and down to the 22. Will Robinson, his second huge run of the day, and the Pirates are nearing the red zone.
And I love that play right there. Just a quick stick and go. The quick pop for 30-plus yards.
Second down and 10. Williams gets the snap, fakes the pass in the flat, so he's going to throw into the end zone. The ball is caught for a touchdown.
And that's a huge play right there. I love that play design. That's a great play by the coach. He did a fake bubble screen. Delman Williams faked the bubble screen. The cornerback jumped up, and the outside boundary receiver went for the fly. Wide open touchdown in the corner of the end zone by the pylon. Touchdown Hampton. That's a beautiful play drawn up by the offensive coordinator.
And we haven't told you who caught it yet. It was Byron Barney, his 5th of the season. And Hampton now leads 36-28. Second down and 5. Williams drops back to pass, throws, crossing pattern. Barney turns upfield to the 25, gets the 20, cuts inside, 10, 5, taken down to 3. What a great cutback inside by Byron Barney.
Yeah, that was a beautiful cutback right there because Lynchburg was in a zone defense, cut it back, got all the way up the field, almost took it to the house. That's an explosive play right there by Barney.
First and goal from the 3. Williams gets the snap, handoff, warning, danger, Will Robinson, he gets to the goal line, it's a touchdown for Hampton.
That's a nice play right there, just some bully ball, run the ball, I formation, right up the middle. That's a good play right there and a touchdown.
3rd and 11 from the 27. Williams gets the snap, drops back to the 35, looks to the left, throws to the middle of the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. Hampton adds another one, and that's Marcel Paul.
Yeah, I saw that one all the way. They confused the cornerback, and that's what the safety was just looking at the other cornerback for. They confused the cornerback with an out route he jumped at, and then they sent a post right where he was supposed to be, wide open touchdown, number 88. That's a beautiful play out there on the boundary.
Hampton 50, Lynchburg 28.
Welcome back to Respect to H here on Sky 4. It's game day. We're going to have assistant coach Brendan Williams, who's our linebackers coach, to just give a little overview of last week's game, and let's talk about what we need to beat Maritime at 1 o'clock. We'll be right back here on Sky 4, Respect to H.
New coaches, new conference, same school spirit. Hampton University. Tickets on sale now.
Don't miss an exciting new season of Hampton University Pirates basketball. New competition comes to town to take on the Pirates as they make their mark on the Big South Conference. Get on the ship. Visit HamptonPirates.com or call 757-728-6828 for your tickets today.
Welcome back, Pirate fans. It's game day. Respect to H here on Sky 4. Our Hampton Pirates are up in the Bronx, New York at Fort Schuyler, playing against SUNY Maritime at 1 o'clock. We have with us today assistant coach Brendan Williams, who handles our linebackers. He was a standout player at East Carolina and also had a good career in the NFL, and now he's coaching our linebackers. Coach, welcome.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
As you look at last week's game and look at the fact that you had to motivate our guys to play against University of Virginia University, who happens to be an underdog, and it's hard to motivate folks when they feel that the game is going to be easy. What's your thoughts on that?
Just getting the guys ready to play every week. That's the biggest thing. Each week it's a different opponent, so we got to just go out there and do our job. So what I teach is tell these guys, let's just go 1-0 in everything we do.
And then at halftime, it was 30-28, and then we came out in the second half and just really took over.
Yes, sir. We got the guys locked in at halftime. let them know that the other team was going to fight. So with that being said, just get the guys locked in, got our technique, got our eye control better, just went out there and executed in the second half.
Now, as we won at homecoming, this was your first homecoming here. Did you see how happy not only the fans were, but the team itself?
Yes, sir. It was a great, exciting feeling walking off that field with the W. I mean, I see the tailgating going on and everything. Just exciting feeling. Everybody happy that we won. Just a great way to bring in homecoming.
And now with today's game, SUNY Maritime, another team that you might have to get everybody up for because they may not be considered at our caliber. How do you motivate the guys again for the second week in a row?
Just getting the guys to do what's right at practice. The little things, technique-wise, the eye discipline, eye control, just being where they're supposed to be at the right time. And if we can just take care of ourselves, we'll be okay.
And have you noticed the fact that the guys have grown and developed each of the past 7 games? Oh,
yes, sir. It's big time. Got a couple of kids. 53 is one of them of mine, Trey Jones. He's grown tremendously over time. Devontae Sproul is doing a good job for us, Jason Davidson. All those guys is giving us great effort and playing as best as they can.
And you notice how everybody seems to be close. Defense is close with the offense. Both are close with special teams. Both are playing on, some people play on all 3, some people play on 2, but they're locked in together. So if somebody's having a rough day, if the offense is having a rough day, the defense picks them up and vice versa.
Yes, sir. And that's how it should be. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a team game. Offense got to look out for defense or vice versa. And special team is the third part of it. So if we just get all the guys doing the right things on all phases of the game, the game should take care of itself.
And practice this week must have been pretty spirited and kind of joyous because of the fact that, A, we had a big homecoming victory, 3 in a row, and also we're 4-3.
Right, and we're trying to push that to 5-3 coming up this week. So this week at practice, we want these guys to be great at technique, great at their effort, so we can translate that to the game on Saturday.
And as we look to Saturday, what do you think, besides the technique and the eye control, what are some of the other things that you think that our fans who may be watching the game on ESPN Plus or maybe listening to it on 88.1 WHOV can kind of key in on?
They can key on our guys being more locked in this week. I think last week showed them a test of the opponent. So this week, I think they're going to be more locked in the first half, and we should be able to get this thing rolling.
And also, going up to New York, there should be a lot of alumni, a lot of fans. We've traveled very well this year. Thank you, Pirate fans out there. We've traveled very well. We had over 200 people at Monmouth in Central Jersey. We had another 150 people in South Carolina. So we're looking at really New York. We're looking at you guys really coming out and supporting these Pirates. We're looking to have another homecoming, but this time it's up in New York. But Coach, how did that help when you saw the fans at the different places, and then to have the crowd that we had this past weekend? How did that key the team up?
It's always great when you can have fans. I mean, playing in front of your hometown fans, I mean, it just make you want to go out there and play hard and not just win the game for the team, but also win it for the fans, like for homecoming. All these people, all these guys coming back, and with us giving that win, they felt like they won too. So basically just making a team effort for everything to get done.
Thanks, Coach. We'll be right back with Coach Joyner here on Respect the H, Sky 4. It's game day.
At the beginning of 2016, I was diagnosed with a pretty large brain tumor and a very rare form of brain cancer. We came to the conclusion that proton therapy was the best solution for me because as a young woman, we wanted to preserve as much of my brain as we could without treating areas that weren't affected by the cancer cells. Proton therapy spared my quality of life. It put a smile back on my face that I hadn't seen in months.
Live your life. Let the Hampton University Proton Therapy Institute fight your cancer.
Welcome back, Pirate fans. It's game day. Hampton University versus SUNY Maritime at Fort Shula in the Bronx. We have with us today our men's basketball coach, Coach Edward Joyner Jr., as we start the 2018-19 men's basketball season in the Big South. Welcome, Coach.
Glad to be here.
I know you prefer to be hiding out just a little bit longer, but, you know, we had to pull you out.
All right, well, you know what? We kind of tired of looking at each other, you know, in practice every day and playing against each other in practice every day. So I'm willing to come out now, maybe one more day, but I mean, you know, it's about that time, and we're excited about what we're about to get into this year.
Let's take us back to the summer, when summer school, and how the young men were able to kind of meld together. You had new players, some freshmen, some transfers, and our returning folk, and how they were able to just kind of click, and that carried on into preseason and now into practice.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I got to give credit to our returning players. They set the tone. You know, anytime you get a situation where you have 4 or 5 new guys, 2 or 3 new freshmen, you know, 1 or 2 new transfers, you know, they have to set the tone. If you have guys that haven't been around the program as much or any at all, if they come in and they set the tone, and sometimes that couldn't be good. You know, so, you know, we feel like that the guys who were here brought that energy every day, made them understand what it's about to be a Pirate, you know, and what's expected of us and of the program and of the university. So everybody fell into place after that. Once you get your better players doing what they're supposed to do, everybody else falls into place.
And then with the Big South looming, how do you think preseason workouts went?
They were tough. You know, we don't know much about the Big South. Yeah, we've played a few teams, you know, over my tenure here, but day in, day out, we don't know what to expect. So we chose to take that time to turn inward and look at ourselves, and everything that we do it stronger, do it faster, do it harder, you know, and make ourselves the best Hampton University we can be, more than we worried about what the Big South had to offer at that point.
And the guys seemed to take that, and I noticed it in the weight room, on the track. They were going hard, even workouts, just pick up, just trying to play harder, play smarter. And it turned out that your practices now, that your preseason practices, were pretty spirited.
Yeah, and they're excited. One thing I love about the group that we got, they're excited about playing basketball. You know, sometimes you have situations where you hear kids say they don't want to practice all the time. I don't have that problem. You know, those guys want to be in the gym, they want to play, they want to compete against each other or anybody else, you know, who's ever there. One good thing over that period is that, you know, we developed a healthy relationship and a competitive relationship amongst each other, which has carried over from the summer to now that we've started practice, and now that we're going into non-conference and then the Big South. We feel like it'll stay. You know, we feel like those guys are going to come compete every night. And when you do that, you kind of let the chips fall where they may. And if they do the right things, we have the experience with this team and the know-how with this team that I think that, you know, they'll win more than they'll lose if they do what they continue to do what they're supposed to do.
The other thing is, I noticed in watching, you know, practice at times and seeing how they perform in the scrimmages, just to see how they perform, they seem to be able to get on each other in a non-critical way, but it's more of a motivational way, and they take it. They give it and they take it very well.
You know, like I know coming up, there's no pressure like peer pressure. Even as the coach, I understand that if they can meet each other's expectations, sometimes that's just as good or exceeds mine and anybody else's expectation. The young guys want to win. You know, they want to win bad, and they're passionate about it. You know, I like that. I like the fact that we expect a lot of each other. I like the fact that they expect a lot of me. You know, I could come in practice and I could feel like, you know what, we're gonna take this a slow day. Nah, coach, let's get at it. You know, and again, I think that's the atmosphere that we've created over these last few years, and it's the atmosphere that the guys who are returning bring every day to the gym.
We're gonna be right back with some more from Coach Joyner to pick up where we left off here on Respect to H, Sky 4. Be right back.
Excited to watch you guys compete in this league. I think, you know, it's always fun when a new member shows up, and you never know how competitive are they going to be. But by all indications, you guys are going to be a hard out every single night in this league. We're looking forward to seeing it. Coach Joyner, Jermaine, best of luck this year. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Hampton basketball ready for their first run through the Big South. It's going to be fascinating to watch it all unfold. We're just getting started here at Big South Media Day in Charlotte. More here in a moment.
Welcome back. Respect to H, Sky 4, game day, Hampton Pirates versus SUNY Maritime at Fort Schuyler in the Bronx, New York. Here we are back with Coach Joyner to talk some more about our Pirate men's basketball team. As you were talking about the fact that they challenge each other, they challenge you. There's days that they want to step it up even though you may want to rest them. But talk about the competitive nature that they have.
You know what, that starts with Jermaine Merrill, Kalen Fisher, Trayvon Barnes, Akeem Mitchell, Devin Oakley, Eugene Marshall Jr. I mean, I could carry that on. They want to compete every day, you know, and I can respect that. You know, as a coach, I get nervous, I get scared. I want to guard us from injuries. I want to not do too much so that they're overextended sometimes. But you know what? They've helped me develop the attitude of if you do it right and you do it hard, you don't have to do it long. You know, so those guys come in for a good hour and a half to 2 hours every day, you know, and they compete. And again, I expect them to carry that over to the court, but then they've always have. You know, so now as I tell them, you know, moving into the Big South, this is our moment. Right. This could be our time. This is the part of where you can make a mark or make a difference, you know, on a conference or in college basketball.
Well, on a national scale. I mean, you have helped the program immensely in going to the tournament, the times you went, the way you and the program captured the national audience, you know, with the Jesus on speed dial and all that good stuff. But that's was the impetus behind people giving attention. And now we got their attention. We're in another conference. We're a trendsetter. You know, we're doing something that other people haven't done. Maybe they want to do, but just didn't have the foresight to do it, thanks to our president, Dr. William R. Harvey. But now they're embracing it, and they're psyched up and ready to go.
Again, we're not shying away from it. I think I use Jermaine Merrill as my example. He set the tone for us last week at the Big South Media Day. Yeah. You know, when they asked, you know, what does this year mean? I tried to be the modest one. Well, it's not championship or bust. It's let's go. No, he said it's championship or bust every year. You know, we expect to come in and we expect to win. Now, I share that same mentality. Right. You know, and I was so proud to hear him say that. He kind of took the pressure off me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But again, you know, those guys want to compete and they want that spotlight. They want to be, you know, in the mix, every game, every year. And, you know, I'm happy for that. And as you said, you know, we're not doing nothing at our university and our president on down to our athletic department with all the new things that we're doing and the first that we've always done. We're not doing anything that they haven't, that the university hadn't already done. And if we're putting the pressure on ourselves, we're trying to keep up with the standard of the university and the department and make the alumni and the university proud. Exactly. That's all.
But there is one thing I want to brag about. I know you want to brag about. It looks like, and it's not official, of course, but it looks like our men's basketball program could have the potential to have 100 on their APR as we move forward, which I think is monumental considering 2-semester sport and all the traveling and everything that's done.
Well, first of all, for the first time, I get to correct you. It ain't 100, it's 1,000 now. Don't short me my 900 points now. We gonna get at it if I have to short me my 900 points. We work hard for that. But no, you know what? A credit to Daryl Sharp. Lanier Winston. Now, of course, she's our academic coordinator and she's over academics, you know, for the athletic department, but Daryl Sharp is over athletics for men's basketball. He does an exceptional job. We have not had any academic problems over a 9-year period that I've been head coaching going into the 10th year. And this is a credit to the work that he's done. Some days we don't see him. because he's checking classes. He's making sure where they're supposed to be. He's looking at syllabuses. He's looking at, making sure that everything get done. And having that 1,000 or the opportunity to have that 1,000, and really could be the second one in the last 3 years.
Right.
That's a credit to the work that himself and then the young men have put towards not only being great athletes, but being great student athletes, which at the end of the day, that ball gonna stop bouncing. So, that degree means something to us and them, and I'm happy for them.
Thanks, Coach. Respect to H, Sky 4. We'll be right back with some more homecoming festivities in case you missed it.
Don't miss an exciting new season of Hampton University Pirates basketball. New competition comes to town to take on the Pirates as they make their mark on the Big South Conference. Get on the ship. Visit HamptonPirates.com or call 757-728-6828 for your tickets today.
From the pen of the legendary Barney E. Smarts for the masses, this is HU Fanfare. Now, bam, hit him with that wall of sound! Today the Force will entertain you with the show's theme, the Great Eight. We are starting in 1968 and move over another decade until we arrive in 2018. Let's dance to the music. Come on, Force. And now we will feature some of the voices of the band. Give it up for Slide Force, E, Phone 5, and Roll.
Welcome back, Pirate fans. As we come to a close on another episode of Respect to H here on Sky 4, it's game day. Come on out, 1 o'clock, Fort Shula, the Bronx, to watch our Hampton Pirates take on SUNY Maritime at 1 o'clock. But also a shout out to our newest sport, women's triathlon, which was announced this past Tuesday at a press conference on campus. So we now have 19 sports here at Hampton University. As we get ready for another game, 1 o'clock, Sky 4, Respect to H, go Pirates.